Waiting for it to focus. All right, so what's going on, everybody? This is episode 1 of Road to $25,000 monthly recurring revenue. This is day 1, hour 0. Well, we'll just call it week 1. We'll do some weekly segments. I'll post a new video every Friday. Today is currently July 16th at 11:42 p.m. Currently at, well, with this system specifically, with this business, $0.00 currently. All of this jargon over here to this side is all to-dos that I have to do. Ignore it. I mean, you can look through it if you want, but you won't understand most of the stuff unless we go into depth on all that. So why? Why am I building this, right? So first off, you need to figure out what your vision is, right? Why did I pick $25,000 a month? So typically, I run my businesses pretty lean, right? So I can be around a 65% profit margin for 25K. So this will put us at a bring home of $16,250. You times this by 12, and I think this is 195K. I want to say, yeah. So this is $195,000 a year, right? Bring home. After it's not pre-tax, right? After tax, I don't know. I'm not a tax expert. Well, it's enough, right? It's enough for really the life that I want to live, right? So this number here gives me, what really gives me and my family, the biggest thing is freedom, right? But then again, freedom to do what? So live, we be able to live where we want, eat whatever we want, people, like, you know, really whatever type of people we want to hang out with. Because I mean, you can, at that point, you know, you're able to really do whatever you want in a sense. But the biggest thing is, to me, is time and location. All right, so building this $25,000 per month, my biggest goal is that I want to build this only working 40 to 60 hours per month. This is down the line. Realistically, to start, it will probably be, I mean, as is with any business, it is going to be a little bit more upfront to get started. But you know, I guess more so in an ideal world, I'd like to be around 20 to 30 hours per week. Because really, I feel like law of diminishing returns for hours worked right around, at least when you do this sort of work, the more mentally challenged stuff, you really only have about 4 to 6 hours of good work, in my opinion, the typical average human. So after that, you know, think of a graph similar to this. You have how much money you can make, and then your time, and it really goes about this. And this is like that 4 to 6 hour range. All right, let me get my eraser here. So this is really why we're doing it. You know, just a little bit about me, just to make it easy on here. So the business name, right? So the business name is Local Clicks. This is a business that I've had before. Let me erase all this stuff. All right, so Local Clicks. So this is a business that I had before. I believe it was established in, don't quote me, October 2023. And I was able to build this business specifically to, I think at its peak, it was like 9K per month, right? Hated it. I hated it. So what are some mistakes that I made in this business, right? My expectations didn't exist. And what I meant by that is I gave clients my personal cell phone number, and to make this amount of money, so $9,000 per month, here, we'll just run some numbers, because I was probably running around, God, realistically, probably like 50% profit margins. For a digital marketing, in my opinion, that's crazy. So we'll just say I was bringing home, right, 5K a month, okay? And these are basically 12 hours every day. 12 times 7 is 84, right? So let's just go ahead. I mean, we'll just round up. We'll just say 80 hours a week, right? So 80 times 4 is 320. 5,000 divided by 320. Yeah, so essentially, to make this amount of money, me as the owner, I was making $15.60, we'll round up, $15.63 an hour, working like a dog. Not worth it. Not worth it at all, right? And that's bad expectations. That's not having strong SOPs in place, standard operating procedures. This is also not having in place, or really just a solid offer. You know, so what would happen is somebody would come in for, like, let's say, local SEO, and then they would need a one-off. You know, oh, well, here's a website. Okay, let me spend all this time to accommodate this person. Another person comes in, you know, and this person just wants, I don't know, ads. Oh, okay, well, let me spend my time doing that. So I didn't have any SOPs. I was offering everything, and it just turned into a nightmare. Book this on top of getting phone calls at 5 o'clock in the morning, Sunday at noon when you're at church, you know, people bugging you, 9 o'clock at night when you're trying to wind down. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. So moving forward, really, so what are we building now? Right? Because that's the biggest thing in life, is you just got to learn from your mistakes. Okay, so what are we building now? One offer for $297. This offer is going to give local businesses a overview, or not even an overview, basically a complete package for marketing, okay? So in this, they're going to get some local SEO, ads management. They're going to pay, that's a little sloppy. So they pay ad spend, of course. So local SEO, ad spend, social posts. I'm not sure what exact deliverables I'm going to have on this, but that's where we're going back into it again, expectations, right? And so for $297, a local business in the range of $500K to, I would say, about $3 million a year. These are the people that I like working with the best. That's why, going back again, I like working with this group, because this seems to be the great people. And this is where this offer can help the most. Because you gotta think, for 297, or we'll just say 300. So 300 times 12. Whoops. 300 times 12 is $3,600 a year to essentially have all of your basics. So this package here, this is just a basic package that every business owner needs. And what I'm leveraging is that I know what I'm doing, right? And also, you don't have to worry with it. Like, as a business owner, you should not be worrying with this stuff. Basically, for $297, you're outsourcing a good, I don't know, 80% of your